Hi friends, I am so grateful to have you join me today. My name's Sarahndipity, and on behalf of the Mesa County Libraries, we welcome you to our summer reading. Hopefully you're out there reading and having a great time. I know I've got a lot of books lined up for me this summer. But I want to do some movement with you today. Are you ready to do some movement with me? That means you're gonna have to get up off the couch, out of the chair, and get ready to move your bodies with me. Are you ready? We are going to learn some pantomime today. Now, a lot of people see pantomime and they think it's all about just the box. That's not what we're going to do today. We're gonna look at the ways that we use gesture in our life to express out into the world. So I've brought my handy hat here today that'll give us some great ideas for what I can teach you how to move your body and be a part of gesturing. Now remember, we're gonna have to make sure to pay attention to our facial expressions and how our bodies move. Pantomime is usually not about voices. Now I'm going to explain to you what we're going to do, but on your end, I just want you to practice the movements, okay? Ready? Let's see what's first. I've got lots of suggestions in here. Let's see what we find. First, emotions. Emotions. It's very important to be able to show with our face what we're feeling. Like, how do you think I'm feeling right now? My lips out. That's pretty serious, right? Yeah, I'm feeling sad right now in my face, aren't I? My shoulders are dropped, my body's kind of slumped. But what if I do this? Wow, now I'm up, my shoulders are back, I've got a smile. Let's see if we can try another one. What's that expression? What's that? Let me see one that you've got. When you put your hand back up, try something different. Like surprise, right? That's a cool emotion to show. Let's try another one. Oh, very similar to surprise in the face, but can you see how my eyes, they're a little more taken aback, aren't they? What about skeptical? I see a lot of you do skeptical looks, right? Meh. So those are ways we can do emotion. Now you can just show them with your face, but it's also important to use the body. So when we're sad, we're gonna do shoulders slumped. When we're happy, we're gonna be back with our heads up, ready to be a part of the world. Okay? Emotions. What else can we do today? Let's see what's in the hat. Let's see. Oh, bucket. Bucket. I always like to show how big or heavy things are by using a bucket or two to kind of illustrate. So if you can imagine next to me, because that's what pantomime's about, is imagining. If you can imagine next to me there are two buckets. I'm going to grab a handle on each one. You see how I lifted it up there? And now I'm going to try to lift these buckets a little bit and oh man, oh geez, these ones are super heavy. Okay, okay, this is heavy. Are you ready? You gotta get all your muscles involved. Ready? 1, 2, oh man, oh gosh, those are heavy. I wanna put them back down. Whew, those were some heavy buckets. What if my bucket was filled with something lighter? Like maybe feathers. Oh, that's really super easy to pick up feathers, right? Let's set those back down. I want you to think for a moment, what is in your bucket? What would you want to pick up? Maybe you're outside and you've got a bunch of toys and you've put them all inside of that bucket. Are they heavy toys? Or are they light toys? Maybe they're medium-sized toys and you just need to get them right there. That's how we can show strength and difference in buckets. What's next? Let's go see. Oh, one's stuck here. Let's get that one. Oh, skiing. Skiing. This is something we're not doing right now on snow, but some of you may be doing some skiing on water this summer. Let's imagine that we are then water skiing. Boy, that could be hard. So let's imagine I already have my skis on and I'm in the water, so I'm kind of laid back, right? My skis are up here. Now I've got to have a rope ready to hold on to because the boat's way up ahead. And when I'm ready and they get that part taut, the rope, strong, so that when the boat starts, I should be able to easily stand up. Okay, let's try this. So at my house, when we're ready to ski, we say to the driver, ready, and then they go. So they start pulling, and we go up, up. And then I'm on my 2 skis, right, and my rope. Unless I fall into the water, right? Let me see how you would ski. Would you do it on the slopes? That's a pretty good skier, right? What if you're a new skier? You'd be more into a pizza, wouldn't you? You'd be kind of going as slow as you could. Skiing. Good. Let's see what's in the bucket now. In the hat, I should say. Let's see. Oh, ladder. Ladder is a good one. This is one of my favorite ones when I teach theater to high school kids. I'll often start with the ladder. Now, it's important to think about your body in sections. It's an easier way to remember where to put your hands. So when I climb up a ladder, I like to think of 3 areas. 1 at my eyes, 1 at my chest level, and 1 at my hips. And when I do that, I get used to taking my hands down together. And then my bottom one will come up to the top and then drop down together. Bottom comes up to the top and drops down. Up to the top, drops down. That's the hands. Now, feet are something different. With our legs, we're going to just simply bend a knee, and then we're going to switch and bend the other knee. And this is just a back and forth. 1 foot's on the ball, and the knee is bent. And you just go back and forth, and back and forth. Very easy. So with my hands then involved, I would take them and do a step where I go up a ladder. And then I bring my hand up, and as I pull down, that's when my feet will move. I bring it up and down. Up, and together the feet move. Do you see how I'm climbing? Up and up. And you can look up so you can really get a sense on where you're climbing. And when you get to the top of that very tall ladder, you're going to take 1 hand here, 1 hand here, and then we're going to do 3 pumps on the knees where we go 1, 2, 3. And then I just step off onto the top of this very tall building. Wow, what do you see out there on the top of your building? Wow. Oh, let's see what our next choice is. Run. I haven't even taught you how to walk yet, but I like how the hat makes up its mind of what we're gonna do first. Running is really fun. So, when you run, stand with your feet close together, and we're going to push 1 foot back slightly at a diagonal and just point our toe back in the back. Then we're going to take that same leg that's back, we're going to lift it up, and then we're going to push it down and push the other leg back. The back leg will come up to the knee again. We'll set it down and push it back. So it looks like you're running in slow motion, or you can go fast. Look at things going by. Wave at the neighbor who goes by, right? Practice running. So remember, a knee up, opposite foot goes back. Knee up, opposite foot goes back. Knee up, opposite foot. That's a run. Nice. What's in our hat? What will we do next? Let's see what this one says. Walk, walk. That seems like a good one to do with running, doesn't it? Walk's actually kind of hard for some, but I know you can do it. You ready to try with me? Hey, if you started sitting down, listen up. Let's get up and move together today, okay? Thanks. This is only a short amount of time and our bodies will really appreciate it. All right, so with walking, I'm gonna take one foot and I'm gonna stick my heel out. You see how my heel's just kind of out there? Now I'm going to drag that foot back while my other foot goes up onto the ball. Huh, kind of hard, two things at once. Foot goes out, this other foot's gonna come up onto its ball. See that? So one foot's out, the other foot's going to come up onto the ball as we move. Now if that's too hard, you can just kind of put one foot out and then the other. Do you see what I'm kind of doing there? That's the easier way of this. Or if you really are good, you're gonna pull it up. Pull it up. And then you gotta get your arms going, right? I'm walking. Yes, indeed, and I'm talking. Feels good in here, doesn't it? Yeah, that is pantomime walking. So if you're trying to tell a story, it's really fun that you can show some movement. Like you go over to the other part of the house. You can go into a door, right? Walk on through, close it up. Nice work. Okay, let's see what we have to do next today. Spaghetti. Spaghetti. Oh, spaghetti. I love spaghetti. I'm a gluten-free eater and I love me some spaghetti. So it's a fun thing to get. Now, when we do eating, let's imagine I'm standing right now. You'll often sit, right? But I'm gonna imagine I have a table right here. And I like to think of things from my hips. It helps me to know where, like a bathroom counter or a kitchen counter or a table would often be around right there. Now, if you're a little, it could be a little higher, right? You decide where it sits for you. So I have to imagine my food, don't I? Yeah, I have to imagine it to be able to eat it. So I'm looking at this table here and I can see a really nice plate with spaghetti on it. And I can see silverware. Looks like I've got a big cup of water right here too. Nice, nice. So, boy, spaghetti's messy, right? I think I might take a napkin, shake it off, and maybe put it here. I get messy, okay? You decide what works for you, but I've got my napkin now. And now, I think I'm just gonna try with a fork first. So I'm gonna grab my fork, and I'm gonna stick it into that spaghetti and turn my fork. Oh man, there's so much spaghetti, it's not really working. You know what I might need is this spoon right here. So I'm gonna reach over and get this spoon, get it under there, right? And now, now I'm stirring, Set that one down at my plate and, oh man, what do you do with noodles, right? There's always gotta be one that's like hanging off of there. So get that noodle, suck it in. You see, I had to swallow it first before I chatted with you. Do you ever make funny noises while you eat your spaghetti? I do. When I like food, I give a little I think I'd like another bite. Would you like to try it with me? So get your spoon again. Mine's here. Get it under there. I've got some really fun red sauce from the garden today with my spaghetti. Okay, my fork's coming in. I'm twisting. Drop that spoon. Bring it up. Oh, try not to mess up your face. Spaghetti. Delicious. Now we can come back from the table. Now, if we were really being good, we'd clean up the table, wouldn't we? But today we're just playing around, so we can leave it and imagine it's gone. But don't you leave your stuff for other people to clean up, okay? Wait, I don't have to walk and pantomime over to my thing, do I? Let's see. Oh, we've got at least 4 more in here. What have we got? Ooh, favorite thing. Ooh. So what I'd like right now is for all of you to think, what is your favorite thing? Favorite, oh man, that's hard to pick. There's like 10 favorites, right? Okay, so try to pick like the top 1 or 2. I'm gonna pick the top favorite. I think I've got it. Do you have yours? Do you have it? Okay, all right. So for me, my favorite's dancing. That's a pretty easy one to do with pantomime, but if there's no music, I gotta come up with it in my own mind, don't I? And I gotta get the rhythm going and decide what I wanna do with my funky dance. with my funky dance, right? That's me pantomime. But what if you chose a favorite thing as basketball? What if you picked basketball? All right, so you'd get the ball and you'd, ooh, can you go to other hands? You gotta imagine how it'd bounce and how it'd come back up, right? Maybe you get it fast. Catch it, and then are we gonna try to shoot it? Nothing but net. Yes. That's the cool thing about imagination. You can always win, right? Okay. Where did my ball come from? Did you see I just started bouncing a ball? Where'd it come from? I've got balls over here to pick up. Cool, cool, nice. Okay, drop it. Maybe you do cool moves under your legs. Should we shoot it again? Catch it. You see how I showed that it hit when I did my head just like this? It's a really easy way to show contact. And did you notice that I took my vision clear far away? Because I'm not right here. I'm one of those 3-point shooters, you know what I mean? So I'm back far. Drop it in. Nice. Good. That's how you can pantomime your favorite thing. While I walk over to the bucket, can you try another favorite thing? What would be your favorite thing you could pantomime? If you do it all the time, it should be easy to remember how your body works with it, right? Cool. Okay. Let's see what else we've got today. Ooh, mirror, mirror. This is an activity that I absolutely love to do. Not as easy when you're by yourself. So if you've got somebody in the house with you today, you could ask them to come join you. But if not, I thought maybe you and I could try this together. You want to try with me? So you're on your screen and I'm looking straight at you. Got you, right? Okay, so as I'm looking at you, I want you to look at me and put your hands up and imagine that your hands are connecting very closely to mine, okay? Imagine that you're just sticking them out. And I've got straight arms. Let's stick them out as far as we can, palm to palm. Okay? Now I want you to mirror with me. And what that means is when I move this hand, I want you to move the opposite one. Okay? Up, up, up. And try to go right with me. Nice, nice. Now we're going down. I'm going slow because we're learning each other. And if we were in the same room with each other, which I feel like we are, then we would look at each other in the eyes. And we would just really concentrate on each other. And then that way we'd move very easily together. Now let's try 2 things at once. You ready? Oh, you've got this. Yeah, right? Now, if you're at home with other friends, it'd be really fun to trade who's leading. That's something I like to do. Like right now I'm leading, right? Because it's a little harder for me to see what you're doing. But I can imagine maybe you would want to do something super cool like this. Now my hands are turned. Mirror, right? Just slow. If you're really super skilled, like maybe you're 9 and you're like amazing, maybe you want to try to get feet involved. What? All right. It takes a lot to concentrate and mirror with someone when there's 3 or 4 things going on. Nice. Excellent, excellent job mirroring. This is one of my favorite things. You can really get deep into play and communication with people in that way. It's a great place to start if you're going to do any partnered work with each other. Nice work. I feel like we're partners. Thanks for doing that with me. That was really fun. Cool. What's next? You want to see? Let's go. What's in here? Mornings. Wake up, brush teeth, right? Mornings. Whew. I don't know about you. I don't really love to get up and get going in the mornings. Sometimes I drag my feet a little bit. So I want to show you how I would kind of do a morning. Would you join me? Come on. This is how we start with mornings. And you do yours however you would do it, or you can copy how I do it, okay? Yours could look very different than mine. Mine starts with Yawns are contagious. Be careful how you pass a yawn. Oh man. Oh, I goose, I'm stretching, so it's quiet, right? You're just pantomiming. Oh. Now you see how I've got a space here. Let's see if you can figure out what I'm doing. Have you guessed what I've got here yet? What about now? This is kind of fun. You can use your cheek with a little air to imagine that it has a toothbrush in there. And then you can kind of jiggle it a little with air if you like. You see how it kind of looks like I've got a toothbrush going on? And that's just me using a little air and passing it back and forth. Gotta rinse it off here, set it to the side. I try to save water, so I try not to let it run too long, or at my house I actually have a cup, right, that I'll fill up, so maybe that cup was under there. Some will gurgle. And then you set your cup back down. Make sure you don't have any craziness. Brush your hair if you need. Now you're ready for an awesome day. You decide what your clothes and all that look like. I know that takes a while, right? We all have to decide, especially now that it's summer. You ready for another one? Come on, let's go. I think this is our last one, friends. What will it be? Let's see. Oh, balloon. Balloon. I love this one. I love this one. Okay, so if we're doing balloon, first we've got to pull one out. Now this is not your average balloon, so I'm gonna pull it out of my pocket. Pockets are kind of fun. You can put your hand here and then you slide. You see how I can kind of do that? I slide it in and it's like I've got a pocket in there, right? Now, if you're one who's like, man, but I can see your fingers, there's no pocket, then you can just slide barely in. Do you see how I kind of just make that a little bit of a smaller pull? And then your imagination doesn't say, hey, no pocket. So I'm gonna pull out my balloon. No, What color is your balloon? You gotta really think about this when you're doing pantomime. Mine's bright blue this time. I would have told you it was purple, but it's not. It's bright blue. That's the one I got out of the pocket. Okay, so stretch it out. You know how if you go to try to blow a balloon and you haven't given a stretch, it just doesn't work that well. So give it a stretch, give it a stretch. Now, bring it up. You see I've got my hands tilted like this. I'm gonna bring my balloon up and I'm gonna give a blow. Well, geez, this balloon's really hard to blow up. Let's try it again. And you see I got so much air in my cheeks. Okay, I think I'm ready. I gotta give it a little more tug, Ready? Okay, there we go. Oh man, I gotta tie that off. Did you see how big my balloon got? So I tie it off, and then because I'm full of hot air, I'm gonna let my balloon, whoa, it kind of starts taking me off the ground a little. And what you can do is get on your tippy toes and then look at the world down beneath you and give a little point as you soar away on your magical, amazing balloon. Wow. What do you think? Was that fun doing some pantomime today? I really hope so. I know I had a great time with you. And this is something that you can practice at home on your own over and over again. And I've got a little summer activity for you. Can you create a story with your body doing pantomime and no words? You can do it totally by yourself, or you can get other people involved to help you out. But I'd like you to create a story that you can present. You could make a video of it and upload it onto the Mesa County Library's website. You could get a group together in the front yard and have some neighbors come watch safely from 6 feet away, right? There's lots of options that we can do to make sure that you can show this cool performance that you're going to create. It can be up just 1 minute or up to 5. And what I'd like you to think about is a beginning, a middle, and an end. And it's really fun to think about what you would want to share. So I often think of what adventure or what story I'd want to tell. And then I start building my pieces. So I cannot wait to see what you do with pantomime. Remember, we have walking, and we have running, and we have ladders that we can climb up. I better get on the top rung. Oh man, where am I? Remember, we do eyes right at the chest and then right at the hips. That's a really good way to remember. Ladder. Man, this is only a few more rungs. And then we get to the top. 1, 2, 3. Step off, look around at the world. You can ski or downhill ski. What was your favorite thing? Do you remember what you did during that time? Can you remember what my favorite thing is? Dance, that's right. Please join me for our next class. We will be doing some dancing. I can't wait to see you back here, Mesa County Libraries. Keep reading, it's so good for your brains. Love you all.